Hello everyone. So in today's video I will going to be review at my Honda PCX160. So this is a 2022 model and I currently own as the dark blue color. I mean, I don't really know the full name of the color. I'm going to put down there if you want to know. So this is a 2022 Honda PCX160. I've been on this bike for the past 1 year and 3 months right now. And my experience with this bike is amazing. I mean, it's not the best scooter in the world and it's not the fastest scooter in the world. But for everyday use, it is amazing. It is offer like better value than the lower CC scooter in the market. I mean, there's also other 160cc options out there, but I just saw the Honda P6 is probably one of the best value because the looks is very amazing. It's got very big seats and it's got very excellent handling at high speeds. So here's around the bike. Let's take a look at 360-degree view. I'm currently recording at night time at 3 a.m. Definitely not the best time to recording. Anyway, so here's the bike itself in dark color. There's some scratches on the bike because I've been fall off from it twice. But anyway, let's take a look. So first of all, let's take a look at the front first. So you do have this shield at the front, which is like a protected shield or something like that, and it works surprisingly well, but it has some like play going on. Yeah, I mean, this part right here is actually loose or something right there. I don't really too sure. We have LED lights at the front, turn signal. We have LED lights, but this one is actually, it doesn't work on one side. I don't know why. But the high beam works, the lights works, but it's only one side works. And they actually have like a decorative light, it also works as well. If you look here, we got the black alloy wheels, probably like 15 inches or something. So this is the real alloy wheels. The tire is tubeless, and you do have the front shock suspension, and also it have front disc brake. It's using a 3-port caliper, 1, 2, 3, and it's powered by combined brake. So this is not the ABS model. This is a combined brake. So if you don't know what is combined brake, when you apply the rear brake, both the rear brake and the front brake will work. But as I said, this bike have no ABS. You can see the ABS is missing on this bike, because this is a standard version, not the top version. And you don't need to look right here. You don't need to look, because I actually been in a really horrible accident right here, but you don't need to care about that. Anyway, so let's take a look right here. You do have the foot placement. You can see it is quite big, and also you can actually rest your feet as well at long journeys. It's a little bit small, I think, because my feet is really big, but it does work. I mean, if I put it out like that, then I mean, yeah, it does work. I also have a rubber going on as well, which is removable, and there's also have a little door to the liquid cool reservoir. Right here, this thing got liquid cooling as well to top off your radiator fluid as well. There's a little door down there. I don't know if you can see or not, but I don't want to touch it. It's disgusting because my foot is on there all the time, and you don't know what is actually on there. If you look here, we have the radiator for cooling. This bike have a radiator and a built-in fan as well for cooling, just like in a car as well. And I do put this cover on it as well, because when I got this bike, it doesn't have any cover. It just only have a radiator exposed, so I have to put some kind of protection. You can see it's already broke away, but I think this have some rocks hitting it, and it actually destroys some of it. Very dangerous, by the way. and this is where you top out your oil. And this is a very big exhaust. You can see this the exhaust go all the way into the engine, and we have, let me know in the comments what is going on here. So it's a oxygen sensor, but it's covered with oil. I don't know what's that, but it doesn't seem to harm the bike in any way, but just let me know. So this is the exhaust. I mean, it's quite a big one actually. You can see quite a big one. And we have dual rear shock absorber. This is a modded one actually, because what it actually came with is this very cheap shock, so I have to replace with something good. I'm using a Shopee suspension here, and it's also adjustable as well. Works surprisingly well, but it's a little bit lower actually, the bike, but it seems to handle fine at high speed. And if you look here, we have a rear drum brake. As you can see, the top model will came with rear disc brake, but my one is the drum brake instead, and it works surprisingly well with no issues as well. So here's the engine. So right here is the air filter. This is the CVT system. As you can see, CVT system. So inside, that's the engine. So the specs of the engine is a 156cc single cylinder, single overhead camshaft, 4-valve engine, making 14 horsepower. Yeah, 14 horsepower on this bike. And 0 to 100, I already tested, and I managed to get 12 seconds. So it's not fast, but it does do the job well. And the top speed on this bike, I managed to get only 102 kilometers per hour. Why the hell is so slow? Well, because my CVT system is not good. The CVT belts with the CVT system, the pulley like that, it's gone really bad on this bike, but I didn't replace yet. So that's why this bike have a freaking low top speed. I mean, this bike can manage to do 120 very easy, but now it's dropped to only 100, because it's nothing to do with the engine, it's to do with the CVT. Because I noticed that the bike, the clutch system is like to slip all the time, making the engagement is really difficult. So that's why it's the bike is very slow. But the engine is tuned at like higher RPM, but I think the CVT couldn't catch up with that, so that's why the bike is so slow. So yeah, I have to sort that out as well. And the CVT system never been cleaned as well, so I think it's mostly caused by the CVT system, but not the engine. The engine is fine, no white smoke, no nothing. It's worked completely fine. And this is the jack stand of the bike, and you do have the side stand as well, as you can see. And also we have a rear alloy wheels, same like at the front, and it's tubeless tire as well. If you look at the back, you do have the hand grabber for the passenger, and you do have the rear light, but the cover is destroyed. You can see here, and the rear light no longer works, only the brake light works, so have to get that fixed as well. We have the left and right turning signal. We have a reflector. It doesn't have reflector at the sides like the new PCX. A rear skirt as well to protect from like water splashing as well. Alright, and right here we have the PCX logo as well. It looks really nice actually on the 160. I mean, the 150 is actually on right here, but the 60 is actually at the middle, and the front is actually different as well, a much more sharper looking. But this side is a little bit broken. The X is actually missing a little bit. This is from the old owner. I didn't do that. I bought this by second hand, by the way. And here is the seats. The seat is very massive, and it's so damn comfortable. I mean, it actually comes with a model seats, but it is not great, so I replaced with the original seat, and it sits really comfortably. So let's sit on the bike. You can see that it sits very full. My butt is very full because this thing have a cover at the back which you can actually rest on it as well, and it's really soft and really tall as well. And since I'm really tall, I easily can put my legs on the floor here. Very comfortable. And let's take a look at the passenger. You can see that the passenger is very soft, a little bit small, but it is very soft, so definitely better than other bikes out there. All right, so let's take a look the U-box itself. So let's turn the key, turn right here, and there's a seat and fuel. Press by the seat, and now the seat can be open. So it can be open like this, or it can be open all the way up, just like that. And look how massive the U-box is. This is my helmet. Look, you still can put some stuff right here. This is how massive the U-box is. If I take it out, look at that. It is so damn massive. And the battery is very easy to access. But there's this door. See, look. And you can service the battery as well. Very easy. Where some bikes require to remove the whole fairing just to replace the battery. But this one is just in this door here, which is very easy to fix, as you can see. And also all the fuse is also in this box as well, which is make it very easy to replace as well, as you can see. And here's one, it's got the seat. Now this originally came with a two box like that, with the screwdriver and the service manual, but it's gone missing. So I only have the insurance documents and this screwdriver. This is not from a PCX, this is actually from another bike, as you can see. So this is the U-box. I think it's around like 26 liters, I guess, because the U-box is freaking massive on this bike. And also the seat is actually lockable as well, which is very neat. But it doesn't have any lights inside like on the Yamaha. On some Yamahas, they actually have a little light there. I wish this bike actually have it, or you can actually put in yourself as well if you want to. And the fuel tank is actually in this door. So if you press the fuel, this comes up. Very nice. So this is a fuel tank. This is a 8.1 liter fuel tank, and you can put your fuel cap on here. Very nice. You can see there's a fuel tank, and also there's a little hole there where is the water can be drained. And if you see this big tube right there, that is where is the water drain. Very nice. But sometimes the hole can be really clogged, so you need to like scrape off the dirt a little bit so the water can be drained. But I remember I take this bike in Songgan, and there's a lot of powder in there. I have to scrape it off, because this is actually covered in water, but actually it's not going in the fuel tank, and it immediately drains, so you need to be watch out for that as well. And also this cover here, if you take it off, so you will find the brake reservoir for the combined brake. And if you look right there, you do have a little key slot. It will give you a little key, and if you turn this thing right there, the seat can be opened without the remotes. Just in case if the battery run out, you can actually use this key to open your seat. But you cannot open the fuel cap, but you can actually open the seat, which is very cool. But it's really hard to put in, so it needs to take some time. There we go, it's in there. And also the key itself is also have a light as well, see in the dark, which is very nice. So the keyless itself, it works like every bike. So it works exactly like the key, but this is completely keyless. And also it have a built-in mobilizer as well. If you look in here, if you press, you have a little cover here that you can put your phone, and also you do have this thing, a USB-C port which is output at 5 volts, 3 amps. So here's all the controls. You do have high beam, low beam, horn, turn left and right. There's no pause button like on some bikes. You do have the idling stop. It's like a start-stop function. You do have emergency light and emergency signal, and you do have the electric start. Now this bike doesn't have a kickstart. The reason why it doesn't have a kickstart because we're gonna bypass the mobilizer. So even though the bike is turned on, if you kickstart it, the bike will start immediately and bypass the mobilizer. So that's why they remove the kickstarter for this reason. So if someone don't have the key but the bike is turned on, the bike will not be turned on because there's no key near you. But if this thing have a kickstart, they just can kickstart the bike and then go. I mean, the mobilizer is completely useless. So that's why the kickstarter is removed. This is the rear brake and this is the front brake, and this is a mirror itself. This is not the original mirror. This is a aftermarket one, because when I bought this bike, it have no mirrors at all, which is really dangerous, so I have to put it on. So anyway, let's turn this bike on. You can see this thing have a digital speedometer. Let's take a look at the lights. This is the light itself. It's look very, very nice. See, you see one of the lights is actually broken on this bike. You can see it's actually quite bright. This is the high beam and low beam. And the tail light doesn't work, but the license plate light do works. Let's try out the brake lights. Working. Left. Right. Emergency. And the horn. Beep. Just kidding, the people is sleeping. We don't need to put that on. Alright, so let's take a look at the speedometer. It is completely digital. So if you look here, we got the speed, fuel, time, fuel consumption, kilometers per liter or kilometers or 100 kilometers per liter, the tripometer, the odometer, oil change and rebuild service. That is pretty much it on this bike. Now to start this bike, you need to press the rear brake. You need to hold on the rear brake and press the electric start. Now it will not work on the front brake, because if you press the front brake and press the start button, it will not work. So it only works on the rear brake only. So rear brake and electric start. The fairing make a little bit of sounds, but that's okay. Here's the engine. The engine is not loud at all. It's very quiet. This is the riding test. This is the brake test. Works very well. Oh shit. Okay. I'm not supposed to do that. what happened is I actually turned the bike and I applied the front brake, and the bike is almost tripped on me. That is so dangerous. Don't try that. So don't try that, everyone. That is so dangerous. Alright, so this is my Honda PCX160. So here's a good thing. It's very comfortable to ride, powerful, efficient, perfect for long haul rides, very excellent handling, and also it's very reliable as well. It's not gonna break down. But the bad thing is that this bike can be a little bit expensive to service and to keep it running. It's really difficult to ride if you're a very small person, because this bike is very heavy, and also it can be a little bit dangerous because this bike is definitely a little bit too powerful if you're actually a very small person. And also the braking can be a little bit sketchy because this is only for the known ABS model only, because it doesn't have ABS, and it can be a little bit dangerous if you brake in too hard. But for ABS model, that's okay because it have ABS. And that's pretty much the good thing and the bad thing about the Honda PCX. But this is still an amazing bike. I've been using this bike for everyday use, and I definitely know how this bike actually performs. Right now, second hand, you can buy it for around like $2,500 if you're in Asia like me. But in other continents or other countries, it can be a little bit different. It depends on year, the model, and also the color itself, because some colors can be really expensive, especially if it's the original one that never been changed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I better get going now. And we're gonna make even more videos about this bike in the future as well. So this is Sky signing off.